Zeliangrong United Front, ZUF, advocating for peace and self-determination in northeast India. The Zeliangrong United Front, ZUF, is an insurgent group dedicated to advocating for the rights and self-determination of the Zeliangrong Naga people, who belong to the Zaime, Liangmai, and Rongmei tribes. These tribes are spread across the Indian states of Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland. While the ZUF is part of the broader Naga movement, it distinguishes itself by focusing on the unique political, cultural, and social needs of the Zeliangrong community, which has often felt sidelined by larger Naga factions. The ZUF's primary objectives include ensuring the political autonomy of its people, preserving their distinct cultural identity, and pursuing a peaceful resolution to the ongoing conflicts in the region. Who are the Zeliangrong United Front, ZUF? The ZUF was established as a voice for the Zeliangrong people, who are an integral part of the Naga ethnic group but have specific cultural and political aspirations that differ from other Naga factions. Over time, the ZUF has become a significant political entity in the region, advocating for the rights of these communities who feel that their interests have been ignored by larger insurgent groups such as the National Socialist Council of Nagaland, Nscn. The broader Naga issue revolves around sovereignty and autonomy, with many insurgent groups in northeast India pushing for independence or greater self-governance. However, the ZUF has criticized the dominance of a few powerful factions within the Naga movement, particularly the Nscn, which is pushing for an independent Nagaland. According to the ZUF, these larger factions have often overlooked the needs and aspirations of the Zeliangrong people, focusing more on their own political agendas. ZUF's call for peace in Manipur. In recent months, the ZUF has been vocal about the escalating violence in Manipur, which has led to significant loss of life, property damage, and displacement of communities. The violence, which began in 2023, primarily involves clashes between the Meitei and Kuki communities. Gentui Kamei, the chairman of the ZUF, has condemned the ongoing violence, calling it unnecessary and harmful to the long-term stability of the region. Kamei has urged all parties to come together for dialogue in the interest of peace. In addition to addressing the ethnic violence between the Meitei and Kuki groups, the ZUF has criticized the role of the Nscn in exacerbating tensions in the region. The Nscn has been accused of employing divisive tactics, including making provocative claims about the superiority of certain ethnic groups over others. For example, the Nscn has been accused of making disparaging remarks about the Kuki people. Such statements have contributed to unrest and further inflamed ethnic divisions in Manipur, making it difficult to achieve peace. ZUF's opposition to Nscn. The ZUF has also strongly opposed the Nscn's demands for a separate flag and a separate constitution for the Naga people. The ZUF argues that these demands are unrealistic and will not lead to a sustainable solution for the Naga community as a whole. Instead of pushing for separation, the ZUF advocates for greater autonomy within the existing framework of India, emphasizing the need for dialogue and negotiations with the government of India to achieve political solutions that recognize the aspirations of the Zeliangrong people. Furthermore, the ZUF believes that the Nscn has been using the Naga cause for its own benefit, pointing out that its leadership has often been involved in exploitative activities. Reports indicate that the leaders of Nscn lead luxurious lifestyles, including driving expensive cars, while many Naga communities continue to face poverty and hardship. This hypocrisy has led the ZUF to criticize the Nscn for prioritizing personal enrichment over the welfare of the Naga people. The ZUF has also condemned the extortion activities carried out by Nscn in areas like Senapati, Ukhrul, and Nagaland. Local businesses and residents have reportedly been forced to pay illegal taxes and face threats of violence if they do not comply. These actions have contributed to the instability in the region and have made it more difficult for groups like the ZUF, which are advocating for peaceful solutions, to succeed. The role of the Indian government and external stakeholders. The ZUF recognizes that the government of India plays a key role in resolving the conflicts in the Northeast. However, the organization also emphasizes that a meaningful and lasting solution must be driven by the people of the region themselves. with the government acting as a facilitator. The ZUF has urged the Indian government to engage more proactively with the grievances of the Zaliangrong community and to ensure that any peace process includes the voices of all stakeholders. The ZUF believes that external intervention, whether from international organizations or other parties, is unlikely to yield positive results. Instead, they stress the importance of local dialogue and self-determination. A peace process led by the people of the Northeast is seen as the most effective path to a stable and harmonious future. Conclusion: a path toward peace and self-determination. The Zaliangrong United Front's call for peace in Manipur reflects its broader vision for the region, one focused on self-determination, cultural preservation, and a stable, peaceful environment. The ZUF's opposition to the divisive politics of groups like Nscn, particularly their demands for a separate flag and constitution, demonstrates the organization's commitment to achieving practical, inclusive solutions that recognize the diverse needs of different communities. At the heart of the ZUF's approach is the desire to engage in political dialogue and work toward a peaceful settlement with the Indian government. However, for lasting peace to be achieved, the underlying political, economic, and cultural issues affecting the region must be addressed in a comprehensive and inclusive manner. Only then can the people of Manipur, Nagaland, and the broader Northeast region hope for a brighter and more stable future. Disclaimer: this article is based on viral video statements from ZUF chairman Jenchui Kamei, as well as news reports from India Today. Zalingam Media is not responsible for any misinterpretation of the article's content. We encourage our viewers to engage with us and stay informed on important issues. For more updates, don't forget to subscribe to Zalingam Media by clicking the subscribe button.
Ukhul the lady, but Chandel the lady, Dimapur the lady, Nscn a top brass leader singing condition to Ramai India. Government of India minister sing Matakus way, Brakalimoina lifestyle. Garido Oishino, Yumkaido Oishino. Aduna Maming di Adushin Naraga, Naga political issue, the Magdane Echo and Suri, but she hired Praza singing Ichupase, Yam Kuiman. Aduna, I coach Matam. Amada Nagagi, the Makana, the Oirgadian, I quite Suminaramina, Moiga. Zanminaramina, I came from Nscn, I am Nscn Dai Suramamini. Adubu, Kanak Badagi, Urak Badagi, Nagagi, Hanang, Naidagi, I quite give future Cheloina, Mang Batare, Adudi, Ishagi Oeva, Kanabakrino, within Indian Union. Moidi, India to Hainata, Gihai Warning. India to Haitana Moi later, separate constitution, Piro Hire. Separate flag bureau hire government of India na adudi atia sina if the tarak kasu noina hari poto di othoka da banatre hari position da laire aduna nongmai maton dagi moina hojik si mayam bor fetan piraga fetan tawhallaga moi gi favor da lai haninga gi damak da yam moi kan operation is hojik chathari likewise aduna hojik mafam da chatlaga moina game hange haibo gumba na ta sen khai ge haibo gumba na targa ama hekta lamsi kuki gi nai na targa naga gi ni na targa kuki gi nate haibo gumba problem si thok hallaga moina moi gi